morning. It's it's 11:40 some. Good morning. This is Jorge Herrera, and I'm talking to you from Katy, Texas. On Tuesdays and Tuesday mornings, I devote my morning to share with the world my personal growth. I normally do it starting about 10:30 a.m. Central Time in English. Then I go at 11 in Spanish in Facebook, and then after 11 I go. I use YouTube, and I had a little issue with technology because I use OBS to stream into YouTube, but somehow uh, YouTube showed me a different path to do the streaming, and it didn't work. So finally I was able to get it. So here I am. And today I'm sharing with you chapter 4 of the book, The 15 Invaluable Laws of Growth, written by John Maxwell. Because I happen to be John Maxwell certified. I did the training. I went to Orlando and I got my certification. And I have written a few of his books. I have not been I haven't applied myself much to build on his platform. That might change. I'm gonna. It's a lot of value, so at least I'm trying to share the value. So today on chapter 4, John Maxwell talks about reflection on our experiences. Because do we have experiences? Yeah, we live experiences all the time. Do we learn about those experiences? Most of the time not, because we repeat the same mistakes. What does that tell you? That we are not learning the lesson that that the past experience gave us. So this is extremely important because it is a big element of growth to reflect on our experiences. There is a saying in Spanish de que la experiencia es como la mierda, nadie la coge. Well, in English that says experience is like poop, nobody touches it. So that's why we don't learn, because we don't want to go over the experience. We don't want to reflect. And John Maxwell tells us that to get more out of that reflection, we need to pause. We need to pause and reflect. After we have the experience, or maybe we might be even in the middle of the experience, but if we can pause, then it helps. Because we'll get insight. We get instructions on what to do. So we get insight. Now, to make it a habit, we can look for a place, we can designate a place where we're going to reflect. So we can do that. We can reflect at the end of the day on the experiences that we had during the day. Or we can reflect early in the morning on how are we going to approach our day. That's one way to do kind of an advanced reflection. So it might keep us aware of how we should act. But anyway, finding a place or designating a place to reflect, it helps to create a habit of reflection. Now, then we should go into intentional reflection. I mean, trying to form the habit, intentionally reflecting on our experiences. And if we do that, then John Maxwell says that we get the 4 I's. And the first I is investigate. Because when we are reflecting on our experience, we are asking questions. Why did this happen this way? Why did he say that? Why did he act like that? Why did they ask me to do this? So all those questions is actually investigation. Now, when we investigate, we might find something. And this something, this concept, this idea, we can put it in incubation. That's the next I. Put it in incubation. So maybe we did the investigation, but we didn't quite understand the insight that we got, the message that we got. But we put it in incubation, and we give it time to form itself, and then at one moment we get that aha. Of course, that's why that happened. So that's what happened to Archimedes, or Archimedes. He was taking a bath in his tub, and he found that something was floating. And that helped him to design the law of Archimedes, that if the volume that something holds is bigger than or is lighter than the weight of the same volume of water, then that thing is going to float. So I believe that's about how the law is. But anyway, that aha moment is what John Maxwell called illumination. The bulb lights inside our heads. So that's because we investigated and we found an idea, a concept. We put it through incubation, and then we got to the moment of illumination. The light bulb turns on, and then we get that aha. Sometimes when we get that aha, it's a dry idea. It's a skeleton. So it's not attractive. What can we do with this at this point? That is the next I that John Maxwell calls it illustration. Well, we can dress this dry idea to make it attractive. Or if it is a skeleton, we can put meat and skin on it, and it will be attractive. And then our idea, it would be attractive. People will like it. So that's what we get from intentional reflection. We get those 4 I's. And then as this chapter 4 is complex, now there will come a bunch of questions to help us in personal growth. So I decided to split it and go over those questions that help us in personal growth next week. So smile, be tolerant, and become enthusiastic with something. Because when you are enthusiastic about something and you have love, you don't need anything else. Basically, being enthusiastic about something is actually kind of being on purpose. So you basically don't need anything else. Now, why am I telling you this? Because if you want to contact me, you can reach me at jorgeherrera.blog. And we can talk about personal growth, or we can talk about the infinite banking, which is a passion of me that I put it sometimes on Tuesdays, but I haven't done it for a while. But I've been putting a lot of videos because I'm passionate about this concept. And if you're interested about that, we can talk about that. I also like the home-based business, so we can talk about that too. But I also have a blog. It's called jorgeherrera.blog. And on this blog, I talk about the Master Key experience. And that's a great experience. That's, as the people that have gone through it, we say it's nothing like it. So if you want to learn what the Master Key experience is and possibly go through it, then go to my blog, jorgeherrera.blog, and you will learn about that experience there because I share a lot there. And you'll get, as a gift for visiting my blog, you get the 7-day mental diet. This is a fantastic exercise that helps you grow a lot, because the purpose of the 7-day mental diet is to get rid of negativity. And I'm going to be honest with you, I haven't been able to finish it. I have started it, I go a couple of days with it, or maybe not even a couple of days, and I break it. Because we are living a difficult period where we have to fight for our freedom. And to me, freedom is extremely important. And there is a lot of negativity in the world, and we're going through a difficult experience. Probably that's why I haven't been able to finish my 7-day mental diet. Perhaps you can, but it's there. It's your gift for visiting my blog, jorgeherrera.blog, the 7-day mental diet. Thank you. Thank you for visiting this streaming in YouTube in English. I'm going to add now the streaming in Spanish. Thank you. See you next week.